the AIRSOFT Tech here. Today I'm gonna talk about the hopup, how it works, how to putting it together, and the setup I'm using. So today I'm gonna talk about a die cup and CTI barrels, and this is my best set combo I found. CTI barrel, data cup, and those FPS of the 60-degree flat top. So first of all, I'm just gonna clean the barrel quick because for some reason it's dirty from the factory. It happens sometimes. So I'm just gonna put a cleaning rod and just clean it just a little bit before continuing. Yeah, that's not perfect, but that's better. If you want to clean your barrel, always use alcohol with it, and then with a paper towel or some, like me, I'm using I know the t-shirt, I'm not wearing, so take my scissors and anyway. So yeah, so that top-up came with a good 50-degree bucking. This is a rubber bucking, so really good. And you have those two H knob, and those are plastic, but most of the time you will have a small like rubber round shaped cylinder for your to put pressure in between your up arm and your up rubber. So now I'm just gonna put it together. So first, you put your ring, and that goes in the second. And the second ring is always want to go on the first one, like it did. That's normal. That's just how it is. You just need to put a little bit of pressure on the side, like that. I don't know if you can see it. And then you just grab something. Just watch out, make sure to not damage that O-ring. Just grab a corner and just watch out to not stretch it too much, because it will be harder to adjust your up after that. So when you put it, you just put right in the second, like that, and you just go around. So that's how that's the easy way of doing it. And what I'm doing when I put up together like that, I'm taking my super lube O-ring silicone lubricant, and I just put just a super small drop. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a super small drop, and I just take it around. You can do that before putting in the O-ring too. That's a good idea too. So now just make sure you don't have put oil in that part or in that area, so everything is good. So now you just have to put your arm. You see the adjustment grooves in there. The other part is round like that, so that goes against your hopup, like that. So you just have the round parts here, and you put the lacking C-clip on them, just like that. So now it's secured in place, and as you can see, it turns really easy to adjust. So that's really good. So now another thing we want to do is, for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna use the rubber that comes with. and with one H nub. So you find the grooves on your rubber like that. That goes on the bottom. You have a groove that goes right in there, like that. Just make sure it's good in place. The lips are round and not deformed or anything, so that means it's good in place. If you want, you can put just a little drop of the, just a tiny bit, guys, don't put too much, and put it around, but don't put it inside. So that just to make sure, you know, that rubber not gonna dry out, because otherwise it will worn out or just not work. Now you put the inside just like that, and then you put your C-clip. So your C-clip, you know, you have those tabs, those iron part right there, and just goes behind and lock into those grooves you see right there. And it's pretty important you hear that click, that clicking sound. So as you can see, it's flush, so it's secure in place and it doesn't move. After that, you just put your H nub, you drop it right in there, just like that. It's black and black, so you probably can see it, but that's pretty much it. After that, for putting the arm, I always want to go on the lower setting. So that's the higher setting, the lower setting. So you put it on the lower setting and just put the arm right on the edge, and as you can see, it just goes flush. You just have to move the arm just a little bit forward, and it should be easy peasy to put in, just like that. So that's secure in place. As you can see, it locks in there. So now you just have to put your C-clip if it fits. The TI barrel are sometimes just a little bit wider in diameter than a normal barrel. That's why they fit really good and really secure in the end of those outer barrel. As you can see, you know, there's not a lot of movement, so they fit really tight. And you have a smaller ring that you can put in there if it's too tight, not tight enough, sorry, if it's too loose. So yeah, that guys doesn't fit. So now you just have to put your spring there, and now try to put half on it, and if you can see, but that's a pretty good amount, and that's straight, so that's good to go. Because, you know, if you look inside, you can see you know, your knob is, you know, that the knob is maybe that way or that way. You have to put it, you know, in center, but that one is just center and it doesn't move around, because those LCI barrel fit so good with those hopup. You don't even have to adjust that most of the time. So it is what it is. So now your hopup setup is complete. If you want, you can secure it with Teflon tape. You just have to, you know, remove your spring, put Teflon tape on it, so it helps you know, keeping it together. But so tight right now, you know, it's not gonna help anything. I dropped my spring. So yeah, like I said, those guys work so well together. That's why I always want to use those guys. And if that doesn't fit well into your receiver, you know, because you need more pressure or whatever, you know, they sell some spring like that, and you have a longer one too that you can just put in there so that put the pressure right against the gearbox. If you put them there, that puts pressure, you know, against the hopup, but you know, a little bit downwards, like that. So if your nozzle is a little bit upper, it's better that way. Otherwise, it's you know, I prefer those springs personally. You know, because it helps see you know, like your hopup against your nozzle. So I prefer that, but and I said you can use different things secure all that together. So that's pretty much how to put the hopup together. And like I said, if you want a really good setup, go with those are FPS soft air 60-degree bucking with the flat knob, and ZTI barrel with die tag, and those guys. That's just, you know, you're gonna outrange a lot of people. But if you want you know, to go super cheap and you know you're on the budget and all that, you know, keep your barrel, and if you can, you know, sometimes there's already they are already out of the factory. Sometimes they have some factory dust or grease on it, and you know, all that stuff when they do crowning or whatever. So at least clean them, and if you have the equipment for polishing them, that's, you know, the best. You will get the best out of any barrel. But of course, those 6.02 stainless steel barrel are way better. But that is what it is. So that's how a hopup works. And basically, when you put pressure on it, like I said, so you see the knob coming out, and that applied pressure, that rubber applied pressure on the BB. So when the BB goes out, it applied pressure on it, so it spins backwards. You know, it gives it backspin, so that's why, you know, and then it flies. And instead of dropping down because of the backspin, it's gonna give it, you know, a little hoop and then going down. So that gives, that's why the AIRSOFT have a better range than paintballs, basically, you know, because they probably would have about the same range, because, you know, of course, paintballs are bigger and all that stuff, but they are heavier, so, you know, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And always try to buy good quality BBs too. You know, we can have the best, you know, barrel and hopup and whatever. If you buy cheap BBs, you know, you will have crappy performance. That's all it goes. So yeah, and always do maintenance on your gun. Make sure your O-ring, you have your perfect compression and all that stuff, and make sure to clean your barrel when it's dirty. You know, that setup will, especially with those flat up, because they don't have grooves in there. So when they are getting worn, you just, you know, put them out, spend them a quarter of a turn, put them in, and they basically have for life. You know, because when it gets worn, you turn it, and then you use it, and then when it's get worn, you turn it, and you can do that like around 4 times. So that's why I really like those guys. You know, you can buy them and you have them for years. You know, so that's really good. And like I said, those plastic hopup, you know, are really good. So yeah, you should buy one of those guys. Of course, you know, you can have, you know, like more expensive, you know, CNC and all that stuff, barrels. But you know, if you have a metal nozzle like that, that's a really good one. That's a SHS. You have you know, 2 O-ring in it, and it have a really good seal. But against a metal hopup like that, that's what happens. You know. everything has to be perfect, and like you can see, it's not like one way is getting in the way, you know. It's heated all the way around. So that's why I like plastic hopup, because you know you can shoot together. You know, this plastic hopup doesn't care. But when you have those anodized finish on it, you know that's coming out pretty easy when it's anodized, and the weaker of the two will come out, which is most of the time they are nozzle, and that's good because you know if it scrap all your inside of your hopup rubber, that's gonna cost you another hopup. Hopup are way more expensive than those air nozzles, so yeah, and those are good, like I said, and we're fitting well, but you know, just maybe, you know, a little bit of play and the pressure of the BBs, you know, just put it upward and start to grind against the inside of the hopup. So that's why I really like having something plastic, you know, the nozzle or the hopup, one of the two. You know, being plastic is, in my opinion, you know, help with, of course, you know, absorbing all the energy and all the shock transferred towards the front of the gearbox. Of course, reducing your gearbox is good, but anyway, get out of context right now. So yeah, so that was pretty much it, how to put a hopup together. And you know, if you want to use, you know, those flat nuts, that's not really expensive to put that, and you don't have ridge on those guys, so you can just put them in, put a drop of wood, put that flat knob in there, and it's basically the same. And those guys work super good, but with that barrel and that hopup, that's, you know, one of the best. You know, like I have another one that's from my DSG, you know, and that ring fit around that guy. So you know, QC control on the barrel and levels, I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm using those a tons, and those are really good. So you know, so that's how it is. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys learn something. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. That was the AIRSOFT Tech. Goodbye.